Sports Limelight. Hello, Drew.
Hi, good evening.
And hello to our guest, Chris.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi,
Doing
Chris.
great.
Good to have you back, man.
Good to be back.
Today, a special topic, past sports glory. We so often talk about other sports glory, and this time we have a chance to kind of, the closest thing we'll get to boasting, if we want to even make it about ourselves. Who knows? Why limit ourselves?
I love it. I love looking at all my old trophies from Little League.
Are they just participation trophies like mine?
Some of them are, and almost all of them have my last name misspelled.
Oh, man. Is there do they throw a U in there somewhere, or that'd be my guess.
Throw a U in there just like the beer. They take away a couple S's, add an I.
Sometimes a question mark.
Yes, Ashley, my fiance, cannot wait to have her name changed.
Drew, can we start with you on your best personal sports glory moment?
Well, my most recent one would have to be the Darryl Green moment in 1066 football.
Oh, that's a classic. You intercepting a pass tied 4-4 at the goal line, right?
Right.
It was, 4th and goal for my team, and you intercepted a pass, took it the distance down the sidelines.
Yes, I remember Jeremy Davis was the quarterback, and I remember hearing you chasing me saying, T1000.
But I could not Darryl Green you after you had Darryl Green the pass. You were too fast.
Yeah, but in terms of like a more organized sports, one year in my baseball, I caught it was the bottom of the 7th because we only had 7 innings back in the day. I caught off a line drive fly ball in center field to end the game, and we won.
Those are exciting, making a great defensive play in baseball to end a game.
Yeah, all my teammates cleared from the bench, like high-fived me and tried to pick me up. It was pretty fun.
Oh, that's great. Chris, your favorite personal sports glory?
Well, it starts off a little sad. Back in Little League, I did not know how to hit a baseball. Just could not do it. Like Derek Zoolander in the movie Zoolander couldn't turn left. It was that kind of thing. I just couldn't hit. I went one whole year without getting on base unless I was walked or the wild pitch happened and I stole it. I did not get my first hit that season until the very last game, and the only reason I got the hit was because the ball bounced off first base and just ricocheted weirdly. So the very next season, I had like the highest batting average ever because all I did that season was bunt. I could outrun almost anyone throwing to first base. I was just that fast at the time. However, the reason this was like a personal success was because having bunted that whole season, I got used to making contact with the ball. So the very next year, I was actually able to hit. The weird thing, though, I'm a right-handed person, and I was always trying to bat right-handed, and I still wasn't good. I was 1 out of 10 I could hit. But when I started batting left-handed, I was up around 500. So,
fascinating.
Nice.
yeah, it's a really weird thing to have to experience. Oh, I can't hit because I'm hitting wrong after I had eliminated the getting used to the ball coming at me aspect.
Man, I'd give my right arm to be ambidextrous. You
well,
hitting
you'd be
left-handed.
unidextrous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just gave away your arm.
That is very interesting. You kind of had a whole year in transition there of taking, baby small steps. You learn how to bunt, and then you get used to contact, and you become an excellent Little League hitter.
Yeah, it took me 2 years to learn how to hit.
But you had Darryl Green-like speed in Little League baseball.
I could have beat Darryl Green to first base. I was that fast. And I'm not joking. I was ridiculously fast. You should be able to outthrow anybody bunting to first base.
Yeah, even if, and you figure not many 8-year-olds with a cannon for an arm, so.
Yeah, and we're talking every single at-bat for a whole season.
Nice.
Good thing no one did any scouting.
I'll begin mine kind of with similar to yours, Chris. I've got 2 stories. Here's the starting with the negative. Little League basketball, eerily similar to your story. I didn't score a point the whole season until the very last game. I scored 2 points with one jump shot kind of probably 10 feet away from the side, and they were trying to get me the ball more. It was pretty sad. I thought I was okay at basketball back then, but just really not very assertive on the court, and I just kind of like go through the motions.
Right.
But my sports glory, you two have seen the clip, and I'll insert it now in the video and come back afterward. That clicking sound you hear, by far the loudest noise in the clip, that is my friend Bill's and mine heads colliding. I'd like to point out that I held onto the ball in that clip. Chris, that's you handing me my sunglasses after they flew off my head. And I may have been concussed on that play, but also I didn't notice it until afterward. You can see the way our knees collide. His knee pushes mine inward from the side. Probably sprained my LCL. I came back 2 weeks later from that injury, caught 17 passes in a winning effort with my team.
Back when we were young enough to overcome such trivial things as a sprained LCL.
Oh, yeah, that was small potatoes for us. This was a little more than exactly 10 years ago, so I was 21 at the time.
Yeah, the Surprise Bowl, right?
This was actually a one-off. It was the Glendale Bowl, which we went to, I think, Aspen's parents' house afterwards.
Yeah, that head-on-head collision was one of the most disgusting sounds I've ever heard. You can't replicate it without hitting head-on-head again.
Oh, no, there's nothing like it, and it is gross.
Yeah, it makes my teeth hurt.
Hey, one time when I was playing Arizona youth sports basketball, I made a half-court shot to end the game.
Awesome. Was it to win the game or just like pad a lead?
It was to win the game, yeah.
That is big time.
I almost forgot about it, but since you mentioned basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
In basketball, that's as good as it gets, a buzzer beater, and then from half court?
Yeah, it was, it wasn't, we didn't have like a actual like time clock. It was just a ref going, oh yeah, 5 seconds left. And then when I threw up the ball, he blew the whistle. That meant that the game was over and it went in. So.
The ref probably had a date or something.
I know,
like, I'll decide it's over now.
Respect for YouTube, so I'm not a YouTube sensation.
A minor success story for me would be I used to do a lot of cross-country and track. No one really cares about people who run well, so that's why it's only important to me. But I was one of the best cross-country runners in our school district in middle school. Yay.
Nice.
But then when I was doing track, I was doing the 800 and the 1600, and I was one of the top 3 runners out of all the middle schools in our area, and I think it was something like 10. And we also had to compete against Native Americans because they would come in for our district finals for all the running events. And those are some fast dudes.
Yeah. Getting down to 800 meters, that's a short enough race that you can have kind of more explosive, dynamic moments. Whereas, yeah, you say it's hard to get excited about jogging. There just aren't those moments, but you're just kind of, pacing yourself and going what would look to a spectator like you're just like shuffling along slowly.
Yeah, it's hard to watch. Like, you can't sit there and watch a marathon.
Right.
Even the people running the marathon just kind of zone out for most of the thing. But anything more than 800 meters isn't that fun to watch until it's down to the last 100.
Right. See who's got the finishing kick.
Yeah, but, it was fun. It's what I was good at. And it's one of those things I did for myself because I always felt good. And I don't mean just healthy, but, good. Every single day when I ran, I would go out and burn off all the bad energy or however you want to phrase it. And I'd just always be happy because I was too tired to be angry about anything.
That is really healthy for a young child to kind of have that outlet and something to build your confidence with, too.
Yeah, there was no violence. There was no one I was really competing against. I was just running because I loved to run. I just so happened to be faster than a lot of people.
I like it.
Oh, Chris, you're the modern day Forrest Gump.
I kind of want to be offended, but that was an awesome movie.
No way, man. Just his running ability. That's it.
No, I don't think I could run across the state, let alone all of them. But thank you.
Dude, if you do, I will follow you.
You got to set your goals higher for who you want to follow, man.
You mentioned your track meets, Chris. In elementary school, I represented my school in the standing long jump, but I fouled on the first attempt. So the second attempt, I didn't want to foul out, so I was really tentative, and got a disappointing 7th place out of 10.
That's weak.
It's super weak. Sports
I can
line.
hear Chariots of Fire right now.
Doom, 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 doom. Sports Limelight, thanks for reliving some of our past glory and non-glory with us.
Thanks, Chris, for coming on the show. You're the man.
Hey, thanks. Always glad to do this.
Sports Limelight, thank you for joining us. We'll call this group the Changlorious Bastards today.
Sweet.
Tang, 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 tang.
Talk to you next time.